Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the highest paying sonography specialties. I don't know if I've covered this before, but I thought it'd be nice to do a real quick revision because I do get this question asked quite frequently. I am looking at an article online. This was published back July 1st of 2018. So you got to take into consideration that times have changed. Pay is increased, but I'm going to go off of this one. It does say that the first highest paying job is neurosonography, which, as you all know, I've done neurosonography and it was really high paying, and I was so grateful for that job. But for me, because of how boring it was to me, not saying that it's going to be that way for you guys, but for me it was really boring. I thought it would be way more interesting than it was, but the job was, the pay was better than I've had so far. But on here, on this article, it's saying, you know, that neurobrain sonography is about $112,000 annually. And then right underneath that is pediatric cardiac sonography. So not sure if you're familiar with different like cardiac and regular sonography, but cardiac, you're basically focusing on the heart primarily. And when you think about being a pediatric sonographer in general, it's really hard because one, the child can't tell, you can't really talk to all children to have them calm down. So I could see this really being a high paying career field right here, or this specialty. I could see that being pretty high, but according to this article, it says it's an $80,000 a year salary there. So that's really good. But you have to, for some people, like I love pediatric sonography, but it really plays on me. Like I've had a patient not too long ago that I went down to the pediatric ER and lymph nodes were crazy, like swollen, like the neck was swollen. The doctors thought it was just like lymphitis, but I think I'm saying that right, but basically just having an infection going on, it's causing the lymph nodes to just kind of flare up. But to see the mom crying because she's already been going through to the doctor, and you can clearly tell that this little child did not feel good at all. And as a parent, like that for me, like it took everything. I had to hold back tears, and that was really hard for me. So I couldn't see myself doing pediatric sonography forever. Maybe that's just because I am a mom and I just put myself in her shoes. I don't know, but I held it together. It just is something that played on my mind afterwards because I was kind of worried that it'd be something more than what it is or what the doctors were telling them. So, but yeah, that puts them there, like I said, pretty high when you're doing pediatric sonography, but cardiac sonography's way up there. Then right underneath that is cardiac sonography. Like I said, when you're doing like echo ultrasounds, you need to know the blood flow and throughout the heart, in and out. You need to know the different cross sections of the heart. And also too, if I'm not mistaken, I don't do echo, but if I'm not mistaken, they do deal with injections, like you do give shots or IVs, if I'm not mistaken. So for me, I don't do needles, can't do it, won't do it. So that for me is out. Then right underneath that is vascular sonography, and that puts you in at $68,000 a year. Vascular sonography was what I was doing, and the pay was really good. But I was a sonographer for, you know, PRN sonographer, and that also you have differential in pay as well. But yeah, you definitely need to know how the blood flows throughout the vessels. You need to know what different waveforms look like. You need to know what thrombus looks like, and how that affects the waveforms and the velocity of the blood flowing through those vessels. It's a lot to know. So it is a high paying Specialty. And that's kind of, I would say the lowest end is just general sonography. I guess because you're kind of looking for the same things over and over again, and you got a whole bunch of patients of like the same kind of demographics. So it's not much less than that, it's about the same, but I would say that's on the lower end. But they didn't put general sonography on this list, so I'm just kind of like placing it in there where I think it would be. And like, as you know, I have my license in general as well. Now I'm going to tell you about the OBGYN specialty, and that is the same as the vascular, which is $68,000 a year. The only thing is your license in vascular does not translate over. You don't get paid more because you're a vascular sonographer, even if you're in the OB specialty. Now that $68,000 is just being in the OB/GYN specialty. But once you're in that specialty, and this is what I'm working on right now because I have to take my license or a test to get my fetal echo, and then you're talking about a big pay increase once you've received that license. So $68,000 is kind of like the baseline for just OBGYN, but once you get the fetal echo license, then you're going to take a pay increase. Same with, you'll need your your cervical license. You need to be able to measure the cervix, make sure there's no like funneling or opening or softening of the cervix when you're doing OB scanning. So you have to definitely be able to measure the cervix, and that's a license on its own. Same with your nuchal translucency, and also your nasal bone. So there are different licenses that are different tests and certifications that you would need to get under OBGYN. And so, like I said, for the more license that you have, the higher paying or the higher pay that you will receive. You definitely are more marketable the more license you have. So if you are in ultrasound and you're trying to do like general or vascular, I would definitely say get as many licenses as you can. If you're in general, definitely get pediatric ultrasound. I would say you would want to do your fetal echo if you can, and your OBGYN also, and vascular. Get as many licenses as you can. It definitely will be more marketable for you. Now, also too, this article also, I want to kind of like read this out to you, but it says sonography is a growing field of interest that provides a safer alternative to potentially harmful imaging techniques that involve radiation. Well, sonography doesn't involve radiation, so that right there is what makes it a lot safer for us to do and have a more longevity in the career field. It says it offers much better than average employment opportunities. Absolutely, I agree with that. For such short schooling, and like I said, schooling is very hard, but for such short schooling, it is a very well-paying and rewarding career field. So I definitely am glad that I am a sonographer. It also says here that the Bureau of Labor Statistics project to grow 23% through 2026. And it says that it represents the addition of about 15,600 jobs. So with that being said, if you're wondering if the sonography career is going anywhere, we're definitely growing. You're not gonna get into it and then not have a job. Sometimes it is a little harder to find a job right off the bat because most people want experience. That's why I say don't burn any bridges. Definitely get to know people in sonography, in the career field, going through school. Stay friends with your friends that you go to school with, because it definitely does help to know somebody. But anyhow, that is my video for tonight. I really hope this was a helpful video, and I hope you're having a great December. I can't believe it's already here. This year has just flown by. today I decorated my house. We kind of did the outside last week, but I did my Christmas tree today and I love it. But anyhow, stick around. I plan on doing a video tomorrow of my morning routine as I get my kids ready to work for school and as I get myself ready for work. So I hope that you enjoy this video and I look forward to putting more videos out there. Have a wonderful day. Bye guys.